So, huge news if you're a Houston Texans fan. They just retained Bobby Slowick, the OC, and Gerard Johnson, the quarterback coach. This is huge because consistency is such a big thing for a young quarterback like CJ Stroud heading into his second year. I mean, with how he looked his first year, another year with the same coaching staff, the same pieces around him, with that experience and confidence, he should be even better, which is pretty scary because he was in the MVP consideration. So hopefully in this upcoming year, he's not just in the consideration, but actually takes it home. He's a great quarterback to watch, man. A lot of fun. Great arm. He could move too. The Texans were the best team to watch this past year, and they're going to be even better in the 2024-2025 year. So exciting news for everybody in the league, honestly. I actually just read an article of the Houston Texans being the favorite to sign Mike Evans if the Bucks don't re-sign him, which I think is a likely scenario considering the fact that the Bucks had every opportunity to re-sign this guy. And the fact that they haven't yet, I mean, Mike Evans is a stud. He's always been a stud. He's always been so underrated. 1,000 yards every single year he's been in the league, regardless of the quarterback he's playing with. I mean, it's just so disrespectful. So disrespectful from the Bucks to not sign him, considering he's been so consistent, considering he's been the face of the franchise since 2014. So if they don't re-sign him, it could be the landing spot for him. One, because they have the most cap space in the league heading into this offseason. And secondly, he played college ball in Texas with the Aggies, with Johnny Manziel. Legendary stuff. Shout out Johnny. So Texas is home for him. And can you imagine that? Mike Evans with Tank, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, CJ Stroud, that run game. Wow. It's going to be electric. That's going to be must-see TV every single week. Put the Texans in prime time every single week, NFL. Please, Thursday night. Just make that Houston night. Thursday night is Houston night. That'd be great. Under the lights in that dome. Man, that'd be dope. Really exciting news if you're Texans fans. I mean, it's huge. It's huge to get your OC back because I think in the future in the NFL, the way things are going right now with everything being offensive minded, the two most important things for a franchise right now is a quarterback and a great head coach. And I think in the upcoming years, starting now, honestly, the third most important piece to a franchise is going to be a solid OC. Let's not only look at Bobby, but let's look at Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson staying with the Lions is huge for Jared Goff, for that whole offense, for that team. Because that's the thing. I referred to this before, but we saw the effects of what a solid OC can do. The Eagles were a grade A example this past year. They looked like shite without Shane Steichen. And just for any team, it takes months for an offense to get clicking with training camp, understanding the language. It takes months and months of preparation. And then for the start of next year, you have to start from the foundation instead of already adding on top with what you already have and what everybody knows. It just ruins the chemistry. It ruins the timing. It ruins the speed. Honestly, when you lose an OC, when you mess up the offense like that, when you start over, that's where the bad things happen. That's where the regression happens. That's where the sophomore slumps happen. That's where the timing and loss of timing and losses in the NFL happen. But you stay consistent. You stay with the OC. You stay with the quarterback coach. There's no excuse for CJ Stroud to be even better this upcoming year. That is so, so exciting. Other Texans news is they might target Patrick Paul, who is a right tackle in this upcoming draft. Played for Houston in college and is currently at the Senior Bowl right now. So there is some buzz about the hometown kid playing for the Texans. I think that'd be huge to pair him with Laramie Tunsil to just really solidify and make that O-line an elite unit. I think that would be great. I mean, when you have a complete stud, a complete franchise guy like CJ Stroud, you have to invest a lot into the O-line. So I hope they do that because injuries suck. I would hate to see CJ Stroud injured. Like, it's like Joe Burrow this past year. Like, nobody wants to see that. We want to see him out there. It's better for the game. It's better for everybody. So I read that report too today, which hopefully that happens. Also, the Texans are meeting with 2 cornerbacks at the Senior Bowl. I think defensively that would be pretty wise for them to target the 3rd level of that defense, because I feel like the first 2 levels, interior, linebackers, pretty solid. I mean, that Cleveland game was a grade A example. Like, they just dominated. They just straight up dominated, imposed their will. But if they could add a few corners or even just one solid corner with Stingley, like, that would be... I mean, this team is close, man. This team is close. I mean, they played the Ravens the first half, and it was close. It was close. Like, it was within reach. And yes, they pulled away in the second half, the Ravens. But this team is going to open up as a Super Bowl favorite for next year. Maybe not 1 or 2, but in the top 5. Why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be? A good division to play in. Jaguars are in shambles. They could bounce back. The Titans and the Colts, Colts had a good year. Anthony Richardson unknown, but the Titans are a complete dumpster fire. So it's a good division to play in. I mean, this team is just, wow. What a time. What a time to be a Texans fan. I mean, I'm envious. I'm really, really envious. You had some rough stuff there post the Deshaun Watson era, but man, times have never been brighter. Look what the Lions did. They were like 2 quarters away from reaching their first ever Super Bowl. You think the Texans can't be in a similar situation next year? You're tripping if you think otherwise. Anyways, who do you think the Texans should add? Who do you think they should target? Mike Evans to Houston? Damn, that'd be fun. Let me know what y'all think. That's all I got. Peace.